So, Dragon Ball Daima episode 11. So, in this episode, we pick up where we left off with when Neva was approaching their ship, and basically they all got out and they're telling me who he is, and he wants to join them. And he said that in order to use the Dragon Balls, you have to be able to speak the Namekian language. Now, what's said here is that Piccolo can't speak the Namekian language, but if I remember correctly, I could be misremembering this. But if I remember correctly, back in the original Dragon Ball series, during the tournament saga when he was fighting the young Piccolo Jr., I thought that Piccolo and Kami were speaking Namekian during that time in one of the scenes. I could be misremembering that, but I do remember that scene. So that's a bit weird that they say that Piccolo can't speak the Namekian language. That's a bit weird, and I'm pretty sure that is a plot hole. Like I said, I could be misremembering that, but I do remember that specific scene. I do remember it back in Dragon Ball. So, yeah, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure it's a plot hole because I do remember that scene. Actually, you know what? Maybe they actually just forgot about it because the thing is that Dragon Ball has been going on for many years, and it was only actually during that part where Piccolo and Kami were talking a different language, which appears to be the Namekian language, but it was only during that part, that was like what, 20, 30 years ago. Like it was a pretty long time ago, and Dragon Ball's been going on a lot longer than that. So yeah, I'm guessing that they just forgot all about that. So it is what it is. I guess we're just gonna have to go with it now. Anyway, so after that, we cut to Irene, and she actually creates a new Majin Buu, which this one's called Majin Du. So once he's created, they challenge to Daima 1 again, and this time Majin Du seems to be doing a pretty good job, but he's kind of a bit stupid. So because there is a point where he tries to create an energy ball and he blasts his own face with it. Like, you know what I mean? They do that whole, cartoonish comedy with him. The original Majin Buu was like that too. He was a bit stupid like that. But this one seems to be a little bit more stupid because I'm guessing he was just born and he doesn't really know what he's doing. So, but he's actually holding his own against Daima 1. Now, at the same time, Goku and his team, they approach Daima 2. And Vegeta challenges Daima 2 to a fight. So now it's Vegeta's time to actually fight Daima. And if you guys have been watching my reviews, I did predict this with Vegeta. I knew that Vegeta was going to fight Daima 2, and I predicted this. So when Vegeta fights Daima 2, they're evenly matched. They're going toe-to-toe with each other. And once again, the animation looks beautiful, crisp and clean. But yeah, they're pretty much going toe-to-toe. They're trading blows, and Daima 2 seems to be using like, what do they call a trident? So using a weapon like that. So yeah, pretty much they're going toe-to-toe with each other. So as they're fighting, what happens is that the Kraken actually appears and interferes with the fight. Now, there is a point where Vegeta is in the water and this Kraken is trying to eat him. So he swims away. He manages to get away from it. But as soon as he exits the water, Daima 2 actually hits him and Vegeta goes straight into that Kraken's mouth. And he looks like he was eaten by the Kraken, and that's where the episode ends. Now, I'm pretty sure that Vegeta is not dead. I'm pretty sure he's gonna either go Super Saiyan or some type of power up or some type of attack, and he's gonna come out of this thing. There's no way Vegeta is dead. And if you guys been watching Dragon Ball or actually any anime, they like to leave you in a cliffhanger like this, where the character gets in, and then literally in the next episode, like the start of the next episode, they do some type of power up and they get out of whatever situation it is. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. So I did like this episode, except for that part where I mentioned where Piccolo apparently can't speak the Namekian language, which I think is pretty sure it's a plot hole. But I'm pretty sure also they forgot all about that scene. But that's the only part I didn't like. But everything else was pretty good. The animation quality is top notch like before. So yeah, it was a decent episode overall. So that's enough from me. Like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.